We're going to meet director Haifa Al Mansour in a moment, but first have a look at a clip from her film Wajda, the story of a girl who dreams of having her own bicycle. So the little girl in the film who dreams of having her own bicycle. Well, with me now is the director of Wajda, Haifa Al Mansour. I have to ask you, first of all, how you made this, because it's not the easiest country to film in. So how did you manage to shoot all those scenes in Riyadh?
Yeah, it was difficult, but really Saudi Arabia is changing a lot and opening up, and there is a huge space now if you want to do, as a woman, to come up and find your own voice. You have to be always careful. It's still a conservative place, and you have to work within certain boundaries, but it's still, there is a room now in Saudi Arabia.
But just to be clear, you weren't filming this secretly. The authorities knew that you were making this film.
Yes, we submitted the film and we got permission from the Ministry of Culture and everything. Everything was.
Does that mean you were out there on the streets directing your crew?
Not to that extent, because still Saudi is very conservative, and people in the streets are not. They don't expect to see a woman working with. It is still segregated. So I had to work in a van and just direct people. I really don't.
How did you direct your crew from the van?
I had a monitor, and I talk to them on the phone or walkie-talkie, and I tell them exactly the directions. And it was difficult, of course, but I really also didn't want to clash with the culture. So it was very important for me to be organic and to work within what is ever given to me, and make a film that is intimate portrayal as much as a film that clashes. I wanted to start a dialogue and speak to people.
It's interesting because you can see that the little girl is not just battling against the fact that this bicycle is very expensive, but a society that probably thinks she shouldn't really be riding around on a bicycle in public. And I mean, I used to live in Saudi Arabia as a child, so I remember being a young girl and wearing an abaya. And there are segments in your film where you show the restrictions that women are under. For instance, if they go and shop in a shopping mall. Yeah,
of course, it is a very restrictive place, but still, I didn't want to be accusative as much as give a slice of life in Saudi, because Saudi, as you said, is very closed, and people don't know how we live and how sometimes in our houses how we love and how families are. And it was very important for me not to be to come with this notion of trying to educate the people and trying to have this superiority, as much as have an intimate portrayal of the culture and make a story that is emotional and moving, and people get invested in her journey and discover the country, discover what it's like to be inside.
But were you trying to do something for women in the country? I mean, this is a country where women are now, trying to test the boundaries on driving a car, for instance.
Yeah.
Would you call yourself a feminist? Were you doing it for Saudi women?
I was doing it for a cause that I believed in. I certainly think Saudi women should believe in themselves and pursue their dreams. And sometimes the society is very vicious when it is very limiting, and they cannot, because it's tribal and it's very, very collective. And women cannot sometimes do things that they want just because of the social pressure around them. So yeah, but I'm not ideologistic again. I'm just feminist, but I embrace feminism. And
will your film ever be seen in Saudi Arabia, do you think?
Yeah, I hope on DVD. Of course, we still don't have theaters, so
no cinemas.
Yeah, no cinemas.
Would it get past the censors on television, do you think?
Yeah, I hope so. I tried as much as possible to be respectful of the culture, and again to make a film from within, not to be an outsider as much as from.
Well, good luck with it all. Haifa Al Mansour, congratulations on Wajda, and thanks for
thank you for having me
today.